Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited to be showing you my homemade pizza. I've got Watson here in the bouncer, so if you hear him talking, he's right here with us. So I feel like I did homemade pizzas for a long time and I never came out very good, and I feel like I've finally perfected it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this quick, and let's get started, and I'll show you what I will be using today. So first I'm gonna show you some items that you'll need. You'll need a rolling pin. This spoon I'm just using for the sauce, and then I've got a couple cast irons and some parchment paper. You do want cast irons. I'm making 2 pizzas, and the parchment paper, you'll want it just to tear it out about the size of your cast iron, like that, just a little bit bigger than your cast iron. And so I'm doing 2 pizzas. I've got 2 papers. So for the ingredients, for the toppings, I'm going to do a margarita pizza. So I've just got some tomato, basil. I buy a log of mozzarella pre-sliced, so I've got that, and then I would do pepper on it as well. And then I'm going to do a ham and pineapple pizza. I like to buy the ham steak, and so it's kind of the big chunky ham. And then I did a fresh pineapple sliced up, but you could buy a canned or jarred or whatever for pineapple. I shredded some mozzarella and some cheddar cheese. I like to try to shoot for about 2/3 mozzarella and then 1/3 of the mild cheddar. Shredding it does make a difference, so I would recommend buying a block and shredding it yourself. And then I've got pizza dough. I made my pizza dough in my bread machine. It's got a dough setting. So I just do the recipe that comes with the bread maker for pizza dough, but you can do however you want to do the pizza dough. I've heard some people say that their deli counter in their grocery store sells pizza dough. You'll also need some sauce. They make jarred pizza sauce that you can buy, but I think it's overpriced. I just use pasta sauce. I keep a jar in my fridge and I use it for all kinds of things, including using it for pizza sauce. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is get your oven preheated to 500 degrees. I know that's high, but 500 degrees. And then you're going to want to preheat your cast irons while they're empty. So we're going to go ahead and put those in the oven at 500 degrees while we get the dough and everything rolled out. So first things first, I'm just going to try to start getting it in a circle on this parchment paper. You could do this with your hands, and I've got a little bit of flour here, so if I need to take a little bit and add to it, that's fine. So you're going to kind of just start getting it in a circle. And then I have this rolling pin here, which will definitely come in handy. And sometimes the parchment paper will kind of try to pull up on you, so I kind of will try to use 2 hands if I need to and start working it out. And you want the circle to be about the size of the parchment paper in a circle. One thing you can do is kind of stretch the dough out with your hands, kind of just let it hang and pull it apart to kind of start making it in that good circle shape you can see, and then kind of use the rolling pin, use your hands, stretch the dough, just kind of do a combination of things, whatever's working for you, until you start to get it in that circle shape. Now I went ahead and got these all rolled out, and I'm going to trim the excess parchment paper off the edges, just kind of leaving a little bit around the pizza. You're just trying to leave enough to where you can kind of grab it to move the pizza and get it into those cast iron pans. So the next thing I'm going to do is add some sauce. Here we've got what is going to be the ham and pineapple. I went ahead and added my cheese. And then I'm just going to add my ham and pineapple. You could do the toppings under the cheese if you want, over the cheese, just however you want to do it. So on the margarita, it's super simple. You just lay down your slices of mozzarella, just kind of spaced out a little bit, just kind of all around the pizza. And then you'll do your tomato. This is all however much you want. It's all about how you like it. And then you can add the basil after it's cooked, or you can cook it with it. I like to cook it with it already on there. And then I also like to top mine with just a little bit of pepper. Don't want to go too much on the pepper though. I like to use a big cutting board for this. I just pull the pizza up onto the cutting board, and then I take it over here. I like to use my wood cutting board for this so it's sturdy, so I can rest it on this without melting the cutting board. And you want to be so careful because these cast irons are like 1,000 degrees. And then you just kind of slip it off into your cast iron, and this is why you want some excess paper, because you want to be able to kind of pull the paper and get the pizza in just the right position there in the cast iron. That looks good to me. So I like to do one on the bottom rack and one on the top rack, kind of positioning them to where they're both not stacked right on top of each other, like this. That way they're both kind of getting that heat from above and from beneath. And then halfway through cooking, I'll swap them so they're in the other position. Probably takes about 10 minutes. I don't even set a timer, it cooks them so quick, 10 minutes. I just kind of pick up my kitchen and keep an eye on them while they're baking. When they start to get brown and bubbly, I pull them out. But like I said, halfway, I take the one, switch of positions, where they can both cook evenly. So to remove it from the cast iron, what I do is I put it on a wood cutting board so the cutting board doesn't melt, and that's why we left a little bit of that extra paper. And I just grab that paper and slide it out onto the cutting board, and then I just cut it up on this cutting board. But I would not use a plastic cutting board for this because I think that this 500-degree pizza would melt that. That pretty much finishes this video. That's all there really is to it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely try this, especially if you've made homemade pizza at home before and it was a flop. Then try this. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you aren't already, head over to my Instagram and check that out and follow me there too. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Hope you have a blessed day. Bye.